It is so weird wearing my glasses on camera. Fun fact, I don't wear contacts. So every single time I come on camera without glasses, which is every single time, everything is always slightly blurry. So it's actually really nice to be wearing my glasses in front of the camera because I can actually see everything really, really well. Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be doing a get ready with me, a date night get ready with me to be exact. I'm going to be real upfront with you. Right now it's 10:47 a.m. I'm going to be wearing this makeup for a really long time until David decides to actually take me out tonight. Sort of getting ready a little bit early, but that's okay. Don't really have much of a choice because the rest of the day I am very busy. So if I want to get ready for date night, now is the time. I think we're going to be playing with some cool tones today. We're going to be staying away from the warm tones for once. Today's video is also in collab with Lancome, which is always really exciting. Today we're going to be using the Monsieur Big Mascara, so I'm super excited to put that on. Definitely let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more like casual get ready with me's like this. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you have not done that already and you want to be part of the fam. Give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, that's basically it. So without further ado, let's put some makeup on this face. Taking my glasses off. Let's do this. Now, typically when I go on dates with David, I don't usually wear like a ton of makeup. The looks that I usually go for are really like soft and more natural looking. But today I really want to shock him and I want to do something really, really dramatic. So I'm going to first prime my lids with my Benefit Air Patrol primer. It's nice because not only does this prime your lids, but it also has a slight tint to it, almost like a concealer. As you can see, it has like a yellowy shade, and because of that it just blanks out everything that's on your lid, so it just provides like a really nice blank canvas for your eyeshadows to lie down on. So now that the primer is laid down, I'm going to go into my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. This is going to be the palette that we're going to be using for like the majority of the shades. And just to let you guys know where we're going with this eyeshadow look, I'm also going to be taking my Jouer Skinny Dip Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadow Palette. And this is actually a palette that I've never used before, so I sort of wanted to give you guys my first impressions live on camera as well. But these two shades, Magic Hour and Starlight, really caught my eye because they're just beautiful, cool tone silver shades. One's more of a gunmetal, one's more of like a bright silver. They're sort of just calling to me a little bit, and I definitely want to put these all over my eyeballs. So the first step is to lay down the transition shade. So I'm going to go into my Shade and Light palette once again, and I'm going to grab this middle gray shade right over here, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of this neutral brown. I always find that, especially when you're doing cool tone looks, it's always nice to put a little bit of a warmer or neutral brown in the crease area. I actually learned this trick in makeup school. I just find that by adding a little bit of warmth into the crease, especially when you're doing a cool toned eyeshadow looks, it sort of just makes the look a little bit more flattering and a little bit more wearable rather than just using only cool tones on the eyes. Again, I'm just taking my fluffy brush. This is my Morphe M576, and I'm just going to apply that above my crease. Both of these shades mixed together. And I do want to create a bit of like a winged out effect on my eye, so I'm just flicking the eyeshadow outwards to start to pull that eyeshadow shape out. So now that the transition shade is laid down and we really got a nice general idea of what the shape of the eyeshadow is going to look like, I'm going to go into a more precise brush. This is my Smith 235, and I'm going to grab this shade right over here, and this is just a medium, very, very cool toned grayish brown, and I'm going to start to apply this more in my crease, a little bit more concentrated, as well as on the outer corner of my eye to start to add some depth to this look. So I'm just sort of wiggling the brush right into my crease. And I'm also putting some of that on the outer corner of my eye. And I mentioned this before, but the Kat Von D eyeshadows are definitely some of my favorite eyeshadows ever. I find that they are pretty much mistake proof only because they blend into each other and they blend on the eye with almost no effort. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply the lid shade before I add any more depth to this look. And I'm first going to take Magic Hour. Holy crap. And I'm just going to start to swipe this. Oh my god. You guys, this is... Oh, that is so pretty. I'm just going to tap this all over my lid. Now I'm going to go into Starlight, which is that light silver. And I'm just going to tap this in the center of my lid to create like a highlighted effect. This is going to be really subtle, especially since we're layering it on top of Magic Hour, but it's going to make a little bit of a difference. So you see the difference between this eye and this eye? It just adds that extra pop of dimension, which is always so pretty. So now I'm going to go into the black in the Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. It's just a very black, matte black. And I'm going to pat this right on that outer corner to add that last bit of depth to this look. So I'm pretty happy with the way the eyeshadow is looking. So now I'm gonna go into my makeup wipe and I'm just gonna clean up underneath my eyes because there is a touch of fallout. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm also going to clean up the outer corner so that it looks nice and sharp. So now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Super Slim liquid eyeliner and I'm going to create a wing on my upper lash line. So as you can see, I didn't really want to create a wing that was too dramatic since the eye look is dramatic in and of itself. I didn't want the wing to like distract from the eyeshadow. I sort of just wanted it to accentuate that cat eye shape that we were going for. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara just to my upper lashes right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my lower lashes once my concealer is down. So I'm going to be using my Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. So here's what the mascara wand looks like. As you can see, the bristles are really fluffy, and this does give you quite a lot of volume, and the bristles themselves are also really nice and soft, and this mascara is just sort of just instantly gives you like a pretty dramatic effect. Like, look at that. Is that not insane? It gives like really intense volume, and it also lengthens really nice as well. It's not like a one-trick pony. It does both. What's really nice about using mascara like this, especially with such a dramatic look, is that you don't necessarily have to put on falsies to make your lashes pop, because this, as you guys can see, really does make your lashes stand out. And also, if you're wondering, the mascara does not flake or smudge or anything like that. It lasts really well throughout the whole entire day. So I'm first going to prime my skin with my Josie Maran Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. This is just a moisturizing primer that gives a bit of a glow to the skin. And today we are going to be using a foundation that I have not yet tried, but I've heard so many people talk about, and I'm so excited to finally try this out. This is the One Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I'm just going to dot it all over my face, start off with a little bit of product and build it up if I need it. So I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender to bounce this into the skin. Oh damn, that does look really nice. So here's what the foundation looks like. I'm really impressed with the way that applied. It looks beautiful on the skin, and as you guys are able to see, I just used a really small amount of product and I got a pretty full coverage with that, but I still feel like I see like my freckles through, and my skin still looks somewhat natural. It doesn't look very heavy or cakey at all, and I just really like the way that this feels. I can really see why people were raving about this so much. I can't wait to see how this is going to wear throughout the day. For sure, keep you guys updated, because so far I'm really impressed. So for my concealer today, I'm going to use my Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. So I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes, and then of course blend that out with my Beauty Blender. So to set my under eyes, I'm going to use another new product. I just picked this up, and obviously I've not tried this out yet since this is still in the box, and it is the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. Have also heard really great things about this, so when I saw it in the store, couldn't help myself. Doesn't look heavy or anything. This is definitely going to be something that I'm going to have to try over time. It almost made it look a little bit airbrushed, which I'm not mad about. So now I just want to quickly finish off the eyes before I forget about them. So I'm going to grab a small little pencil brush. This is my Sigma E30, and I'm going to go back into the mid-tone, very cool tone brownish gray, and I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line, pretty close to my lashes. I don't really want to bring this down too low. So I'm just taking a black eyeliner. This one's from Makeup Forever, and I'm just gonna pop that in my waterline. I feel like there's like this misconception that cool tones don't make eyes pop and only warm tones make eyes pop, and I do not think that is true at all, especially if you do have brown eyes. Cool tones will make your eyes pop probably more than warm tones, because as you can see, my eyes look so much almost like brighter and lighter. Because brown eyes are typically on the warmer side, they contrast quite a lot when you put a cool tone shade right next to them, and it makes me sad that cool tones just don't get as much love, because they're so beautiful. Now I'm just going to finish off this eye look with some mascara on my lower lashes. So of course, going back into my Monsieur Big. So now let's finish off the face with some blush, bronzer, and highlight. I'm going to take this Rimmel Sun Shimmer Maxi Bronzer, and this one is in the shade 003 Sun Queen. For the blush today, we are going to stick with the cool tones. This is one of the Physician Formula's Butter Blushes. This one is in the shade Plum Rose. I actually have not yet tried this on my face. It looks like a really strange shade. It's very cool toned. I don't think I've ever tried a blush like this. Honestly, in person, it almost looks gray. I feel like it's gonna look good, because normally blush shades that look weird in the pen always look really nice on the face. isn't adding like a ton of color, but it is adding a little bit. And I feel like it does complement the eyes really nicely because it is more on the cool tone side. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think about this blush in the comments. Have any of you tried this shade? It's a weird color, isn't it? So now for my highlighter, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. I also have not yet tried this, so I will let you guys know what I think. It looks to be very sparkly and very intense. So I'm applying it with a really small brush to get a very precise application. Ooh, that's really pretty. I'm also going to put some on my Cupid's bow, brow bone, and inner corner. I have not done that yet. I always forget to do that. It's not quite as like metallic and intense as I expected it to be, but it's not accentuating my pores or texture or anything. It just looks beautiful. Nice. So now I'm just gonna go off camera and do my brows, and then I will be right back with the finished look. So brows are now done. Totally forgot to put something on my lips, so I'm gonna use my Jouer lip gloss in PCH. This has sort of become my new favorite nude lip gloss. I think it is so beautiful. So last but not least, I'm going to spritz my face with my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I've been loving this for my setting spray lately. It's just really refreshing, and it just feels great after piling on a ton of makeup. And then that finishes off the whole entire look. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this little get ready with me. Definitely let me know in the comments what you thought, what you think of this look and all the products that I use. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up if you like to see more videos like this, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.